Okie dokie. Howdy, people. This is going to be the re-recording of all of it. I'm basically just going to re-record it. It's basically just going to be me playing on stream, but I'm just going to be recording, and I'm going to edit it later, so don't worry about it. So I'm just going to go back from the very beginning of the stream, because I actually don't know when ever everything stopped working. So we're just going to go load back to here. Anyway, but yeah, so I played through this all. I've seen everything. So I'm not gonna be as surprised as most people are. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. He's greeting me. I remember liking that movie when I was a little brat. I remember liking that movie when I was a little brat. Taught me early that life is cruel, uncaring jungle. It definitely showed the horrors of being that small. Big, small, don't matter. Don't matter. Life will still squish you like a bug if you're weak. I guess that's true. She rolls her eyes, returning attention to the moon. Continue watching. I recognize this in the moon. That's Willem Dafoe. Yeah, that's Raven, my favorite character. And also, by the way, I'm gonna be basically making the same choices that I made on stream, just a little different. Now, if you occasionally hear me just go, like, do something I didn't originally do in the original VOD, don't worry about it. Because he's the villain, right? Of course. Still haven't finished right first bottle. What? You don't like beer? I'm pacing myself. We'll pick up the pace because we got two whole cases to get through. And I cannot get cheap, watered down stuff done, so you better be grateful. And I'm also doing more of an Italian, little New Yorkan, even though New Yorkan and fucking Italian are very different. But yeah, I am still pissed off that a lot of that I was muted. I did some of my best work, but that's neither here nor there. But it is basically cutting off a lot of bullshit, because a lot of the time I did like stop and talk like this, but now I don't have to. I checked the label, indeed it's high-end beer, that's 10% alcohol. I downed the rest of the beer, then opened the second, while Maya is working on her affair already, and I'm feeling loose of the alcohol, sharing the meal, and Pat puts me at more at ease with her. So you don't believe anyone else but yourself? That's all there is to believe in. Everyone in it. Everyone's in it for themselves at the end of the day. They don't want to admit it. They want you to believe that they're good ones, good with their goody bullshit platitudes. But the first sign of weakness, they stab you in the back, just in a way for them to kill you. It's soft kindness. If they can't force you. If with kindness, if they can't kill you with force. That's how the world works. I'm just honest about it. What about Lorna and... Yeah, fuck them. They don't want to hang out with me anymore, you know. And you know what? I could care less. Never wanted their friendship in the first place. They only gravitated towards me because I'm the meanest, toughest bitch at St. Ham, and they'd rather be on my good side. But not anymore? I guess not. Guess they got too scared after I redecorated the gala. Speaking of which, I know I fucked up that place, and destroyed the Lily artwork, but I don't remember smashing up that case with Levy's painting. So do you know what I suppose that did that? Hold a second. Let me. Can I not pause my recording? Damn. They really did that to me. Trying to see if they fixed Discord. Nope. Cool. Okay, cool. I was just trying to check if Discord was working or not. Sorry. So who do you suppose did that? I wonder. Is that what this about? That why you came over here? Relax, shades. This ain't an interrogation. And if I was sore about it, trust me, you would know. This is more of a proof of concept. So just between two of us, who actually destroyed those paintings? It was Edicum. Figures. Thought he could blame me since I already fucked up the place good, right? Because that's one or two more paintings, more or less, I guess, huh? Yeah. Did you try to stop him? He just ignored me. And I said, what about the other pieces in the case? Who the fuck cares? If they're collaterals to someone else can do art, it's fine by me. Well, there you go. My point exactly. Everybody's in it for themselves, even the dearly beloved teacher whom everyone has nothing but fond memories. But hey, it's not like I can blame the guy. I was in it for myself, screwed with Eddie, I did it. They both screwed me back, except in their mind, they probably felt justified. That way they could sleep all snug and cozy in bed with me, or in Aiden's case, in his deathbed. Think he died with a clear conscience? I would hope so, but that's just me. Yeah, that's you. And you're in it for yourself as everyone else. You, me, Livy, Edekin, we're all looking to fuck each other over. But at least I'm honest about it. And of course, it's only a matter of time before your old little crock of cunt herself fuck you over. Isn't that right? She didn't fuck me over. She just called off our relationship after I told her she apologized to everyone. She said it was over, then tried to bite my hand off. Holy shit, really? After all that effort you put into her, then you think that wasn't her fucking you over? Listen, Shades. I saw you two together. You propped that bitch up and put more effort into her than anyone else. Save old Teach who's dead and gone. She fucked you over the instant you didn't give her anything less than unwavering support. I mean, that bitch has fucking audacity to go up on stage and make the whole fucking eulogy about herself. Like she can monopolize all the grief. God, I wish I could have been there to see it. Raptor Jesus, I know I'm full of myself. I ain't that full of myself. I also have enough social awareness not to alienate the entire fucking school when all eyes are on me. No, that was actually my fault. How? I told her to speak to the heart. Did you tell her to make it all about herself? No. In fact, I was disappointed and even angry she did. Well, I mean, why wouldn't she? She's the center of your attention, and Edekins too, if what you're saying is right. Yeah, she was give you the harsh truth as a chick herself. No woman respects a man who makes her the center of his world. That said, you shouldn't respect her either for not returning the effort you put into her and for being an ungrateful bitch. Neither should have anyone else. Now, if it was me up there, I guarantee there wouldn't be a dry eye in the house. Aren't you in drama though? Top of my class 4 years running. Can't turn a waterworks on like that. Don't believe me? He clears her throat and pursues a somber expression. They asked me to give a eulogy for Edekin. Pay final respects for which is what he deserves. But standing here now, words escape me, because I can't possibly describe just how wonderful he was. He was more than just a teacher. Heck, he was more than just two teachers for 2 different classrooms. He was a friend to anyone willing to listen, learn. Every day made it his mission to give all of his, even while sick, just so that everyone in the world could see the world differently. Translate that into their art. He showed us not just how to paint or how to photograph, but how to live. Godspeed, Edekin. I'm trying to find myself tearing up by her words. It's as though I'm back in class for a moment, learning something new each day, not just about art, but about life being best. You didn't mean any of that, did you? Not a word. Not a word. Hey, it fucking worked. Now I don't have to worry about people, because I was about to go play Overwatch with people, but then Discord decided to kill itself, so now it's not. But I am very surprised how Mia as a character is. I'll go into that more later whenever we get into the parts that I actually want to get in, but I'm trying to quickly get through this so I can just upload this to YouTube and just get it done. Anyway. You were so convincing though. Only because you wanted to be convinced. It takes 2 to lie. 1 to lie and the other to lie to themselves when they hear what they want to hear. Haven't you heard the saying, it's easier to fool someone than it is to convince them they were fooled? I've heard that one. Yeah. And yeah, old Edekin had you fooled. Don't get me wrong, I ain't saying he was a bad teacher, but he sure ain't shit no saint. And wasn't above line to get what he wanted, whether it was for himself or that bitch on wheels. I tried to respond, but only stand where's the lie, Neo? Come on, tell me I'm wrong. I down the rest of my second bottle and open a third. Face it, you've been lied to from the start. But me, I'm actually honest with you. I rocked up straight to your face and said I'd fuck in India. Meanwhile, Livy was plotting behind your back about how she could hack into your account and replace your entry with her own. Now, which sounds worse on its face? Say nothing, I only drink. Then there's Edekin. He knew, obviously, but he didn't intervene for your sake. Nah, Livy came first. It's always been about her. He wanted you to be her friend for her sake. That bitch is so ungrateful that she had to do that to you. She said she was sorry. She's sure she did. She was sorry. Sorry she was gonna get in trouble and flush her future down the toilet. Do you think she actually gave a damn about you? She's too much of a coward to come clean. You let her get away with it. No, you continue to support her just so she could dump you, and how grateful do you have to be to do that? I don't think I don't know what you're trying to do. What am I trying to do? You're trying to rile me up because you're still angry about that dog pie. If I was still angry about that, you already know. So why are you doing this? It's obvious you're getting off on it. Sure, I'm getting off on it. I like getting off on guys I can play games with. But am I wrong? I don't know. You're so agnostic about this too, huh? Whether you're right or wrong, it's obvious you can't just you're trying to torment me. Or maybe you're just tormenting yourself if you allowed yourself to see Olivia and Edie for who they really are. You could have spared yourself this. But I kind of think you already knew, at least at a subconscious level. What makes you so sure? Because you haven't got back with Olivia yet. How do you know? Like you actually, what? You didn't actually come crawling back to that bitch. Not a flattering way to put it, but I have. Maybe I have, and you don't know it. What have you? No. But how would you know? Oh, because she's the type to wait for you. Because she'd rather make you make the first move. Of course, she would have taken you back in a heartbeat because you're all she got now. But obviously, you haven't yet because I hadn't seen you hanging around each other like lovesick puppies as usual. You're still eating lunch by yourself, and I'll admit, I'm surprised, even a little impressed. God, think about it. You held your ground for so long, I'm a little surprised she hasn't broken up and come to you. How about that? Has she? Ashley, yes. When? Would you believe me if I told you it was yesterday? You ain't fucking with me, are you? Nope. She came over, unannounced, and practically barged her way in. That's not the only time she's done that. And what'd you do? I wanted to go off on her, but instead I asked her to leave politely. And what did she do? She refused at first, like she couldn't or wouldn't believe that I was telling her. So I kept asking, and I was telling. So you controlled your anger, huh? Yep. Then she threw a temper tantrum and called me skinny, and left, slamming the door on her way out. I felt sick to my stomach afterwards. Then I realized if that's how she is, then maybe I'm better off. Inky. I'm impressed. I figured you were more enough sip to make the first move and come crawling back. But you actually stood your ground, even without me spelling her out for you, and then you rejected her. I didn't reject her. I just told her I wasn't feeling well and didn't feel like hanging out. Maybe there's hope for you after all. So what made you not crave to her crippled ass? Well, I was annoyed that she showed up unannounced, yet again. And she didn't even apologize for trying to bite my hand off at the formal. Not inviting me to Christmas break with her, and then leaving me here all alone. And then showing up out of the blue, watch anime like nothing happened. All while Mickey snide underhanded comments. God, what a fucking bitch. At least I told you what to expect. I told you to expect me. Yeah. You aren't tempted to take her back, were you? I was. I really wanted to. And if it had been sooner, I would have. Is that right? What changed your mind? Well, during the break, I wanted to so badly text her, but I was afraid. I couldn't work up the nerve. No, it wasn't just that. I was afraid. I had a little voice telling me, don't do it. Don't give her the satisfaction. Fucking A. So I went to the mall, and then I texted her. She invited me to dinner. I dined with her at Dynamo's. You didn't tell me you were dating her. What? No, it's not like that. Liz is already dating Damien. You know that. I did, actually. But whatever you so you and her were just hanging out with friends. Yeah, exactly. And I vented to her about my problems. Then I asked her for advice. I think she wanted to tell me just to move on and forget about Olivia. Instead, she told me to keep my distance and give her space. That would have been best for both of us. I continued to not talk to her for a while. But Liz just got me thinking about what kind of person Olivia is, and that made me question our relationship. That's why you didn't take her back. I guess. Huh. Guess old Sullivan's teaching weren't wasted on you after all. You man the fuck up. Okay, so it's like I might have to spread up this updated recording. Split it up like into a couple like different sessions. I might do these sessions on tomorrow. So I'll do like 2 hours here, or however long I feel like it. I don't know. We both open our 4th bottle. I guess. You guess. For fuck's sake, just allow yourself to be a little smug about it. Because you would. Fuck yes. I've been down this road before, and I'm never fucking letting that happen to me again. What happened? That too is on a need-to-know basis. You just seem so angry. Whatever. Anger's stronger emotion than feeling sorry for yourself and all that time. But isn't wrath a sin? You hit my priest, Nito. Real sin is constantly living in denial on how the world works. Okay, but that makes you think the world that way? Experience. Kind of. What did I say? I'm not open to you about that. What do you think? We're gonna have a little heart-to-heart, and you're gonna get me to spill my guts so you can fix me or whatever. I'm just curious. Yeah, curious. Yeah, curious, George. The curious little skinny. That what you are? Well, you are talking to me. It seems like there's something you want to talk about. Don't flatter yourself, rich boy. Could you even get that bitch on wheels to open up to you? That's right. She didn't tell you jack shit, so why should I? It took Ben to fess up about what he did behind her back to make her feel that way. She's worse than me. He's a prime example of talking about it. He smiles at the out of the corner of his mouth while holding dagger behind his back. He fucked over Livy, and he fucked over you last year when you were in Scalar's office, and Livy fucked herself over. Livy herself fucked you over. You've just been getting fucked 6 ways from Sunday this whole time. Yeah, that's me, alright. Story of my fucking life. Getting the perpetual loser that's getting fucked with. I'm sure you must think that's real. Think it's real music. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I just know you want to put up with it. That's being a nice guy, brought ya. Friends? Damien, Lizzie, but not Ben and Livy. Thought they were my friends. But turns out they were just self-serving, huh? Even Damien don't make friends with you because he was hoping you could fix his crippled adopted sister. Now that's not... Oh, is that doubt I hear? Just something I remember when Lizzie was telling me once. That he's always trying to bring someone into the friend group to get Lizzie out of her shell. Yeah, because that worked out so well. But leaving that aside, he and Lizzie are still really good friends. Yeah, so what? If you're trying to make enough friends with everyone, you're bound to make a few decent ones. While averages say that you'll come across more asshole than looking to fuck you over, so is it worth it? If you're saying be more selective, no, I'm saying you stop being a fucking naive stupid head, and start actually thinking for yourself. Why do you care so much? Why do you care though? I don't one way or another. Would
you come over here to watch a movie and drink beer?
I felt like hanging out. If my company's not appreciated, I could fuck right off right now. She takes a long beer, removing it from her. Look, I'm a little fascinated by you. The fuck knows why. After last year, when you let me walk over, I was ready to write you off as just another worthless pawn who didn't know how the world works. Then, you knocked me out with that little angry dodgeball first day back. And I won't lie, I wanted to fucking kill you. Lovely, but Sully stopped me. I guess he means as much to me as Edekin did to you or Livy. He's a real mean son of a bitch. He'll yell, yeah. He'll run you out until you pass out. And he'll even throw a dodgeball if he thinks you're weak and need a reality check. But he's honest. Honorable. He'll never throw you under the bus for anybody else. Not even himself. So far as I'm concerned, he's better than he can ever was. She downs the rest of her beer, then opens two more, pressing one into my hand as I take a longer myself. So I guess that he's the exception for the rule. Everyone's out for themselves. Maybe. Or maybe he's so strong that nobody wants to fuck with him, so he doesn't need to do that. He's all might, make right, and will to power. Who's gonna cross him? And maybe that's why I'm here. Cause all against all fucking odds, you survived this class and earned his respect, even when you wanted to give up twice. He wouldn't let you. He told you to get angry, so you did. And there's a lot of anger that dodgeball hit me with. There was, and I'm not proud of it. No, Inky, be proud. Embrace your anger. It exists for a reason. You have a lot of pent up anger. And after all that shit you've been through, I don't blame you. I'm doing this right after a stream, so literally I've been doing this for 4 fucking hours. So I'm doing this again for another 4 fucking hours. Her gaze softens as she raises the glass to her lips. But you want me to be honest? Were you? But I want you to be honest with me now. Were you angry at me? A little. Only a little. I was more angry at her. Cause she fucked over what was supposed to be your special night, right? Yes. The rest of the current beer, I finished the current beer and it was supposed to be the best night of my life. I had everything. The fancy clothes, the limo, the Damien and Liz were with us. For once, I was going to be the light. Not just another loser human outcast. And she robbed it. Again to you again. I know what you're trying to do. And it won't work. What won't work? You're trying to get me angry, Olivia. We're just talking here. You're gonna tell me. You were gonna tell me. You weren't already? They take a deep and calming breath. Well, that doesn't mean I want to stay bitter at her. I just want to talk to her. Just because I asked her to leave doesn't mean I did it out of spite. I didn't want her or anybody pushing me around. I don't want to hate her anymore. You hate her? I don't know. I don't want to know. It was supposed to be my night. It was supposed to be but it was snatched away from everything else. It went from being the best night of my life to the worst. You have any idea what that's like? To be on top of the world, to plummet into the abyss? I felt like I wanted to die. Yeah. I wanted to be someone for once, not just a slave to the status quo. You know?
I was nervous my first day. I was nervous, and but also excited. I was proud of my new jacket because I went to show off to my classmates. They saw me in the jacket, all right, but that's the only thing they saw. Not the guy wearing it. I was just that human. That's all they cared about.
That's so bad, though. I mean, you kind of set yourself up for disappointment, getting your hopes up and all. I'm not trying to be mean for once. I'm just pointing out, if you just kept your guard up and stayed that human in a jacket, you could have stayed, I don't know, stayed from their bullshit.
That's not what I wanted, though. I wanted to make friends. I didn't want to be alone.
Yeah, well, sorry you had to learn the hard way that making friends just lets you down. That's just the way that's why I don't bother letting anyone too close to me.
Don't you get lonely, though?
Who cares? No offense, but that's kind of sad. Yeah, whatever. At least no one's manipulating me. Even if it makes me a bitch, no one's gonna make me their stupid make me play their stupid fucking games.
But you did play a stupid game. You got you expelled for it.
Excuse me?
I'm saying you got played last year. You lost your temper, just like Sully warned you. You played a stupid game with Olivia, and you paid the price for it. You said yourself that they fucked you back. Honestly, you deserve to get respect for that, even though you didn't. You still missed the formal. She got my jacket.
You little shit. You're just like the West. You waited for me to drop my guard so you could shove the knife in.
It did take a moment to register her facing me. You dropped your guard?
Yes, for once. Because I thought maybe you were different.
I shrugged. They were still carrying on a polite conversation. Well, look. If you can tell it like it is, then so can I. So you have no excuse for what you did. Sully said so. You tried so hard to control others, but you couldn't even control yourself. You give up trying to control your anger for Sully.
Fuck you.
Tears streaming down her snout.
I'm making decent time.
Anyway, sorry, I'm just like trying to make sure I can do this quick. Maybe 'cause not the please don't turn that place into the goon cocoon. Oh god. Bro really wants to turn that shit into the goon cocoon, bro. Oh, why the fuck am I going to stream manager? I'm not streaming. Tears streaming down her snout. I noticed her tail posed like above her like a scorpion stinger ready to its strike. My flight instinct kicked in, giving me a momentary sobriety. I swallowed nervously, not daring to look away, but wondering if this is it. What was that moment worth it? Did her tail land thump on the couch? Her grip loosens. Nice animation, bro.
I'm not weak like you.
You're weak enough to lose control of your anger, though. I don't know where this keeps coming from. It's like I can't control my dumb mouth. All this beer in my veins. Who knows what's keeping my eye from killing me right now? one's activated. Weak. I was weak when I was little. And I just didn't want to be picked on anymore. That she comes undone now. Thumped in her spot on the couch. She takes her jacket off, revealing more of her pink scales. She looked at me, lips trembling. I reach over, gently put a hand on her shoulder. She winced at the touch, as though ashamed to be showing weakness, then relaxes with a sigh. Would you like to see this photo I submitted to the art contest?
The one she replaced, right?
Yeah. I pull out my phone and access my portfolio, holding up the picture for her to see.
A moth?
Yeah. I saw it in the cocoon moving. So I waited hours for it to emerge and spread it to me. I made sure it was perfect to show the composition. But I'm making quick progress. Okay, anyway. Let me continue.
In case, and she cast this silent. It was nothing.
Leans forward and plants her lips on mine. Oh, yep, because this is what they make out. I feel her tongue in my mouth and her arms encircle me. She removes my jacket, then still holding me, falls backward until I'm on top of her. Mia, what are you doing?
I don't know. And I don't care. Just please. Let me drop my guard for once.
Oh! The shrill of my alarm tears me from my deepest sleep like a bolt of lightning, piercing the darkness.
Can you turn that fucking thing off?
I roll for my bed, my head greeting this carpet with a headbutt. My phone in hand, I fumbled through the brain fog of grogginess and disorientation, then silenced the damn thing. My alarm is preset to wake me up every day of the week, Monday through Friday. Though I wish it wasn't. I feel like I could sleep until noon.
God damn it.
Whose voice is that? In my haste to fumble, I thought the voice I have heard before was a remnant of so dream. Mia's sleeping in my bed. Oh no. Raptor Jesus, what happened last night? A flood of memories pushed their way to a preset while I snatched. God damn it.
God help it.
This guy don't know how good he has it. Dating a Boreonyx and then going to a fucking tomboy parasaur? And I'm fucking that parasaur. That's crazy work. Flood of memories pushed their way to the present while I snatch my clothes off the floor, dress myself. I reach for my boxers, but instead find Maya's panties. I drop them and grab the proper undergarments. Boy, come to think of it, being for such a tomboy, my underwear is surprisingly lacy and fluffy. I'm still surprised they went this direction. I thought they were just gonna kiss, and then I did not think they were gonna fuck. Okay, first, yeah, okay. But yeah, this is the craziest statement. My face heats up like a stove at a voluntary thought, it grows even hotter when yet more memories of last night emerge. It's enough to make my heart race like Sully just made me sprint a mile. Fully dressed, I turn and hesitate to my bed. Maya's sitting up with her back against the frame. She's drawn a blanket to her chest and looking at me with an unreadable expression. Must have seen me watch me dress, watch me and she saw me pick up her panties before finding the right clothes. Morning. My voice came out hoarse and croaked. Ah, jeez, we got drunk last night. If this is what a hangover feels like, then I never want to get drunk and hungover again. Morning. Her voice came out as similar, croaked, and parched for water. This is how Olivia feels on a regular basis. Thinking of Olivia causes me amid shame and guilt on top of the myriad of confusing thoughts. I need a shower. Say, man, you can use my parents' bathroom. They're not here anyway. Okay. I hand the pink and red parasaur. Ow, my fucking bones. My bathrobe and lead her to the master bedroom, which is the enormous adjacent bathroom. Then I head to my own bathroom. 2 minutes later, I head down to the kitchen. I still hear Milo showering. When I went downstairs, there's some time to make something. The both of us. Now, what would a hungry parasaur like for breakfast? Bowl in my hands, I fill with various fruits. I asked my parents to get me, then set it on the island counter. Then set about myself making toast and apples, but nothing before popping a sausage and egg into it, and biscuit into the toaster oven. Coffee. The coffee maker spurts to life with a deep sea diver gurgle, and I stand before the window thinking. Man, I had sex last night. The thought so unbelievable that I had to repeat it to myself. Memories are hazy from being drunk, which is ironic because I remember a feeling of hyper reality coming over me the more intoxicated I became. Sensations and feelings became stronger, as though each moment felt like its own pocket of existence that I didn't want to leave. Reaching through the hazy memories, I recall a few moments and focus on them. There was the first surprise, then the fear, then a desire to let go and surrender to what was happening. My hands gained a mind of their own. I explored every inch of her, satiate my sudden wild curiosity. There's moments I feared that she'd come to her senses and slap me, even though she was the one urging it on. A part of me wished she had. Then we went to my room. What followed was nothing like I could have prepared for, but easily eclipsed everything else in my mind. Even the thought of that going that misery was for the past week was worth it for that moment. Thinking about it makes me feel horribly guilty. Now I remember a conversation I had with my dad once. It was one of those awkward conversations he could never work up the courage to have with me unless he had a few drinks in him first. I wish I could have more talks with like that, he and I, but this is one stuck with me forever. Inko, sex is different for men and women. For men, it's like a romp through the park or a fun day at an amusement park. When you're in the moment, you feel alive and carefree. Then you eventually lose interest and get bored and you want to do something else. But for women, it's nothing like that. For her, transcendental. It's spiritual. She's surrendering a part of herself to you that means more than you can imagine. This is something I learned the hard way. Once a few years ago, a year older than you are, I was hanging out with a girl for some friends from school. One of them who was a girl. She and I was just friends, nothing more. To me, she was no different than one of the guy friends. Just another with similar interests. But this one time, we all hung out and got drunk. Then something came over me and I started to look at her a certain way. Then she started to give me a same expression. One thing led to another, and well, didn't think too much of it. Other than I scored, but I was surprised the next week at school her attitude toward me changed. She started to smile at me a certain way and suddenly cared more what I thought. She pressed herself against me as we walked from class to class. She wanted to be with me all the time. It was like having a girlfriend, only I didn't feel that way towards her. Naturally, that relationship was doomed to fail. In a couple weeks, she and I broke up. Our friendship was never the same. It always felt really bad about that. But it taught me the important lesson: never do that with a girl unless you really feel something for her. You could end up causing yourself a lot of trouble. I got off lucky, but I heard stories of guys who had worse done to them by a scorned lover after one night impulsive passion. The full weight of his stories, warning crashing down. Did you have a good shower? Yeah, your folks are really nice, fancy bathroom. Except I'm still wearing these soiled clothes. Yeah. Don't you have a clean change of clothes when you're at the locker? Yeah, I do. It ain't my usual wardrobe, but you aren't suggesting we go to school. I don't want to miss any classes. I did kind of promise Sully I wouldn't slough anymore either. Plus, I don't think they'd believe me if I call in sick again. Breakfast? God, yes. Perched up on a stool, grabs a pear, bites into it with a quick crunch. I set the toast on the counter and put my breakfast sandwich on my plate, and Maya pours a fresh batch of Joe into a mug. I indicate the milk and orange juice I had also set on the counter. Be sure to hydrate plenty too. She nods impatiently while peeling a banana. My dad told me being hungover is the body extreme dehydration. I know. So when you really think about it, being home is like dying of thirst. Yeah, it sucks. I wish I could just hook up an IV to my arm as a hungover prevention. That's a good idea. Or better yet, stop drinking altogether. It fucks up your body. It isn't worth it. Beer has plenty of estrogen. Gives dude bitch tits. What's up, bitch tits? Now I think about it, Dad doesn't have the best physique. I haven't planned on making that a habit anyway. Good, you shouldn't. She spreads avocado and peanut butter on tip. I've heard I'll go with superfood. It is. If I could only eat one kind of fruit for the rest of my life, it'd be this. So you're pretty healthy conscious? You gotta be if you want to stay in tip-top shape. That's one thing I agree with those fucking hippies on. It's food today's garbage. They feed us like we're pigs. I even tried the synthetic meat once, nearly threw up. It was so fucking disgusting. It's garbage made from soy and other nasty shit. I feel stupid for having brought that up. It's pains. She picks up Olivia's box I set on the counter as a reminder to take it with me to return it to its rightful owner. Is this Liv's? Yeah, she chucked it at my head in anger. Little baby threw herself a tantrum, huh? Okay. I just have to get through this scene. I just have to get through until we get on her chopper. Which then if we get on her chopper, I'm quite literally going to end the recording and probably quickly post that. Or I might go longer depending on how I feel. I can't pause it no more. That's my one problem. Sorry, I'm seeing if there's like a pause button. Oh, there is. There's a. Okay, so I'm going to put that as. No. Unpause is this. Apply. Why isn't it pausing? How does it work? I'm trying to like. Sorry, I'm just trying to like see if it pauses. What? It doesn't. Okay, that was like a couple seconds thing. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Little baby threw herself a temper tantrum, huh? Don't feel bad. At least you didn't have to watch this shit. Looks like one of them shows, like 5,000 long episodes, where the hero constantly trains to defeat the next strongest bad being in the universe of the week. I take it you don't like anime? Fuck no. Look at this crap. I've always hated these creepy giant eyes and overexposed, expressive faces. I swear, ASP's like this shit. Or the same reason they like Thomas the Tank Engine. This is the part that I had me fucking cackling during the whole live stream. Like, is Olivia high functioning autistic? You know, now that you mention it, she could be, but I'd rather not talk about her like that behind her back. You're right. You shouldn't be thinking of her. You should be thinking of me. I swallow nervously. So are we boyfriend and girlfriend now? Of course we are. Unless you just wanted a one night stand. Well, bam, thank you, bam. No, it wasn't like that. So what is it? Unexpected. Look, I didn't wake up yesterday expecting to end the day losing my virginity. Fair enough. I guess I did kind of seduce you and all. But come on, you can't say you and me didn't share something special last night. Oh God, Dad was right. Just keep calm and be honest. Don't get yourself killed. Now, did you feel something special? Actually, yes. I recall one moment where she had been looking at me with an expression I never seen before, almost helpless, like she was pleading for help. I remember feeling sympathy for her and desire to protect her. We did. I won't forget it.
Damn right.
Can I just ask you one question though?
What?
Why me?
Why not?
Well, I just didn't think you would ever go out with a loser like me.
You're not a loser.
She sounds sincere.
In case you couldn't already tell, I've always had a thing for dorky nerdy guys who are shorter than me.
And like I said on the stream, yes. I have a chance. Move out. Inko, tap me in, bro. Tap me in, bro. We got this. Twin. We winning this.
Anyway,
Thanks, I think.
that said, you should think you look good. I think you look good in the leather jacket.
Or maybe just like Barry Holly?
Hey, now you're talking. I didn't know you liked the classics.
Not really. I've just seen a movie about him, but I don't know much about rock music from that time period.
Oh. Well, what kind of music do you listen to?
Don't say mumble rap. Oh, whatever on the radio.
Well, remind me to share my playlist with you later. I know all the best rock and metal from all the decades.
Will do.
Oh, one other thing. I remember what you told me last night.
What did I...
Oh, that. Yeah. You're right. I did do something stupid. As much as I hate to admit it. I thought I could get away with using Olivia, then you made me lose my temper. No, I lost my temper. You didn't make me do anything. Because of that, I got us all in trouble. We all could have wound up fucking up our futures. And I guess I'm sorry.
Just apology accepted. I would do wonder how someone would voice Maya. I really do wonder. I should look that up.
Because now all I can think about her is Dr. Girlfriend.
By the way, Dr. Girlfriend had always sounded like that. Also, here's a fun little fact about Dr. Girlfriend. In the original version of the show, in the pilot, you can see that Dr. Girlfriend actually has an Adam apple. So technically, she was supposed to be trans in the original, but now she was just born like that. And I thought that was a really cool fact about the Venture Bros, which, oh god, whenever I start doing video essays, expect a video essay on that. Expect a long video essay on that, where I break down all the seasons and go down like, oh, this, it's just that. And how the characters are so good and that type of bullshit. Anyway, let me continue. Let me just continue this because I'm already getting to an hour. Hey, we're getting the band back together. Dun 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 dun. You're the one who writes a star. Anyway,
Are you going to
apologize to Olivia?
just apologizing to you took a momentous amount of effort. Don't want to push it. Besides, it's awkward as fuck apologizing her to now after we,
Good point. She finished her breakfast with a glass of milk, which she drained with satisfying slide.
Needed that.
So should we get going now?
Yeah, might as well. Get this day over with. I can't believe I'm dreading PE for once.
We'll get through it. Start by riding the metro together.
to take public transportation. The rich. Why don't you got a car? And fighting with traffic every day? Good point. But hey, traffic ain't much of a problem when you got a chopper. Just ride with me today.
Ride with you on your motorcycle?
It ain't a motorcycle, baby. It's a chopper. You got a helmet? A bike helmet? It'd have to do for now. Anyway, let me use the restroom again and we can get going.
She heads downstairs. For a half bath, I pull out my phone. My strap has been blowing up last night. At the same time, me and I have been horrible sensation lands on my stomach. Inka, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Please don't hate me. I was being unfair to you. I text her. Wait. There's a more text like that. She's just some misspelled words. And struggling with her fingers. I texted her with shaky breath. I'm not mad. I don't hate you. I have your DVDs. I'll bring them back with me today. But don't worry about it. We've been acting silly recently. We're both still grieving. Close my message before my returns.
Alright, I'm ready. Shall we immigrate? What the fuck is that word?
Sure, let me go grab my helmet. I'm gonna try to get through this part the fastest I can. We could exit my house. We exit my house. Maya saunters over to her chopper, a beastly thing of shiny chrome. Just look at it makes you feel a little intimidated. Maya reaches into a side compartment and pulls out a helmet custom fitted for her head crash. I put my comparably dorky bike helmet. She snickers at me before swiping one leg over the tripod. I mount the cart, put my hands on my knee.
What? You shy? There's nothing you didn't already touch last night.
The way she smiles over her shoulders at me with that expression half evaporated and half confused into my face. She does.
Quit being a dork and put your hands on my belly. Put your hands on my belly.
I don't think that's how your hand would work. Because you would never go like that. I don't know. I'm not an artist. I do as she says and place my hand on her abdomen. She wraps her tail around me, slowly around my waist. It feels reassuring. The biker parasaur fixes her helmet. It starts her chopper. It trembles to life. I don't know how you put that shit on. Because there ain't no way that shit's fitting comfortably on your head. Also, she looks like a fucking Halo character. You be strictly real with her. No offense to her. I expect an angry complaint for the HOA coming. We peel out of the road and I hug by her tighter. As for rushing against, I felt raging river tar. I keep my face trained on ahead of us. She waves between cars like she's doing stunts from a movie with the chase. We pass between two box trucks, driving side by side. I have a sensation like being booby-trapped room with the walls closing in for a heart-stopping moment. It's a relief when we arrive at St. Hannah. 4 minutes. Should I end it? I'll probably end this recording session right whenever we get to gym. And then basically just start uploading this to YouTube, and then later tomorrow pretty much get the same video. Just have the same video. And I'll probably export the previous VODs to YouTube too.
Quite a rush, huh? Quite a rush, huh?
Yeah, it woke me up more than that coffee.
Damn right. Still feels like shit being hungover though.
You're gonna be alright for gym?
I'll manage. Come on. And I'll probably do it. I might go get something to eat and then probably continue this session right after this. Like Maya, I feel miserable. And this is the bad part where I'm going to put an empty slot right here and I'm going to go to the main menu and go Exodus. Quit. But thank you all for, thank you. This is one of my first pre-recorded. It's been an hour already. So I'll see you later in the next pre-recording, which will be basically the same thing. Bye-bye.